Thank God it's Friday. Monday's a brand new start. Wednesday, you're halfway home, and Thursday, the weekend's not far. Saturday and Sunday, you hang with your friends. What can you say about Tuesday? Nothing, not a damn thing. Tuesday bites, Tuesday sucks, Tuesday blows, go away. Tuesday's crap, Tuesday's lame, Tuesday's dumb, go away. Tuesday, Saturday and Sunday, you hang with your friends. What can you say about Tuesday?
A Festivus for the rest of us.
Oh, that's right.
It is Festivus today, December 23rd. I find tinsel distracting. I have moved the metal pole to right behind me.
I see that.
Here in the studio. Be airing our grievances. And then the feats of strength. Is there something
I can't roll my eyes
physically
far enough
where
back
you
into my
feel
head.
or think that you are stronger than me? Like, I know women have this weird center of, what is it?
The wall leaning thing?
The wall thing with the chair?
Leg?
Yeah.
Well, no, the leg thing?
I thought it was you can bend, you can put your back completely up against the wall and then you can bend over and pick up a chair, but men can't.
Supposedly.
Because your center of balance. What's that?
Supposedly,
That's a new one. I haven't seen that one.
I haven't tried it with my husband, but we could try it with you. Supposedly, men can't, if you stand and you lean it, see what I did there? You lean against the wall with your shoulder.
Okay.
And then you move your one leg to the wall, and then the other leg to the wall. You can't do the other leg. You can do the first leg, but you can't get the second leg over.
Is there does it matter how far away you have to be with the
I've
lean?
seen them try. It's close, far away.
Okay, I've never seen.
And they can't
The
get
one
the
that I
second
remember is the bent over chair one, where like you put your back fully up against the wall, and then you put a chair in front of you, and you have to bend over and pick it up. And women can do that, but men can't come back up.
Supposedly, this leg thing is. Like I said, I haven't tried it in real life, but I've seen hundreds of videos.
Well, besides the weird center of balance thing,
and the children out your
feats of strength. Is there? Well, yeah. I mean, look, I'm not pushing a child out of the hole in my wiener. I mean, that's
right.
Significantly smaller than what's going on in your basement.
That's right. So, I mean, those I feel like I'm slam dunking in your face.
But that doesn't mean that I haven't encountered pain in my life. I mean,
understood. You asked what I could do that you couldn't, and
I didn't say that. I said, is there anything where you feel like you're physically stronger, where you could best me in a feats of strength?
Maybe this wall thing.
That's not strength. That's the center of balance.
True.
Like if we were to arm wrestle, I would beat you.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Duh.
Do you think you could beat me left-handed?
No. I probably think there's nothing when it comes to actual just like physical strength that I could beat you at.
Do you think you could run faster than me?
No. Me 20 years ago? Yeah, for sure. All of the answers
20 years
to
ago, I'd also be 20 years younger.
Oh, wait, you go younger too?
Well, duh.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, maybe our feats of strength
I don't know about
off.
strength.
Festivus. Airing of grievances and feats of strength. All sorts of other stuff. It's Festivus today.
I was thinking about, but that's not really strength either.
We'll let you know what's new on New Release Tuesday. We'll talk more about Festivus. We're going to talk about some Christmas stuff as well, obviously, as we get closer and closer. Grant Bill's going to join us just after 8 o'clock to talk about the disastrous couple of weeks for the Packers and, of course, his Christmas plans, see what he's got going on the next couple of days. And we're going to check in on our Week 16 Pigskin Picks. That wrapped up last night with Monday Night Football. And because you're not here tomorrow, we'll make our Week 17 picks today.
Okay. All right.
There's action. 3 games on Christmas Day. So lots to get to. Rockmornings.com if you want to get in touch with us. We'll, of course, get to music from all sorts of different artists in just a bit, including some poppy and some highly suspect. Don't go anywhere.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Many Christmases ago, I went to buy a doll for my son. I reached for the last one they had, but so did another man. As I rained blows upon him, I realized there had to be another way.
What happened to the doll?
It was destroyed. But out of that, a new holiday was born. A Festivus for the rest of us.
It is Festivus, December 23rd. It's also National Christmas Movie Marathon Day. Lots of different Christmas movies getting put on repeat. Of course, the most famous of them, Christmas Story, tomorrow night on TBS and TNT, 7 o'clock. 24 hours of A Christmas Story. I think there's also some stations that do Elf and Christmas Vacation and maybe some others, but
The three, I haven't been watching movies, but the three that I've gotta do is if I have to pick the only a few to take care of, it's going to be Christmas Vacation, Elf, and Ref.
I am going to watch Die Hard and The Ref today.
Yep.
Because those are ones I can watch without my wife. She's not a...
Neither one of those speak to her heart at Christmas time.
No.
Yeah, okay.
They're
I
not
understand
in the
that.
rotation for her. So, and then when she gets home, we'll see what she comes up with. But, yeah, those are getting done today. Christmas Movie Marathon Day and also Festivus.
Got a lot of wrapping done last night. I'm
Good.
pretty much down
Good.
to stocking stuff, so that's good.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
We have to wait to wrap our final present, but that's simply because some of it's in the fridge.
Yep.
You know?
I understand.
One of those deals. Mm-hmm. 1.7.
I know.
It's going up. The Powerball jackpot now soaring. One of the largest in the lottery's history. Current jackpot estimated to be $1.7 billion for the drawing tomorrow, Christmas Eve. No winner in last night's drawing. The numbers were 3, 18, 36, 41, and 54. The Powerball was 7, and the Power Play multiplier was 2 times. I hear there was a ticket in Iowa that missed by 1 number, apparently. 1 effing number.
Gosh.
What's worse? Not getting any numbers or just 1 number and not winning anything, or missing by 1 number?
Dude, I don't think I could handle that because you were reading it, right? So you're like, oh my
And
God,
you're
oh my
freaking
God, oh
out.
my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and then you're not.
Or
you know?
maybe it's the first number that's missing and you realize you got all the other ones and you're like, son of a diddly. 3.
I heard there was some big winners in Georgia too, like the
There may have
yeah,
been.
yeah.
I don't know what you get for all the numbers except for 1, but somebody in Iowa apparently got all the numbers except for 1 on their Powerball draw last night. 3, 18, 36, 41, 54. Powerball was number 7.
Show me the money.
Yes.
Tickets in Florida, Georgia, Illinois, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Wisconsin matched all 5 white balls to win $1 million each. Somebody in Wisconsin, so look at your numbers.
Odds are, of course, 1 in 292.2 million. And the next drawing is tomorrow night, $1.7 billion. That would be a very Merry Christmas indeed.
Show me the money!
Yeah. Gonna have to remember to get those tickets. The jackpot, by the way, was last won in September. That was when they split the $1.787 billion prize. We're getting close to that. The largest prize ever, $2.04 billion, which was in 2022. And we're inching steadily closer to that one, Gene.
Big money.
Yes.
No whammies.
Very big money.
Somebody
Where's
in
the money? When are you going to get the money? Why aren't you getting the money now? And so on. So please, the money.
So Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve. How many people are giving Powerball tickets on Christmas Eve?
The current estimated jackpot, the 4th biggest in history. There's tons of recalls out there. There's a recall on some prepackaged meat, like kielbasa, that's got some stuff in it. There's like apparently a recall on pools that were sold on Amazon, like the little soft-sided pools that you buy. There's also a pain-relieving ointment that was sold at Walmart and Target that's been recalled. Mama-san pain-relieving topical ointment jars recalled because the packaging is not child-resistant, posing a risk of serious injury or death from poisoning if the ointment is then swallowed by a child. The ointment contains lidocaine, required to be child-resistant packaging. The ointment comes in an orange container with a white lid that's threaded on. It has the Mama-san trademark printed on the lid and on the label. You can obviously Google that. The ointment sold at Walmart and Target April 2024 through October 2025 for $10. But if you've got some of this Mama San pain-relieving ointment in your medicine cabinet, you may want to take a look because it has been recalled. And last but not least, a newly engaged elementary school teacher from Rivercrest Elementary School in Hudson, Wisconsin, who confessed to making out with an 11-year-old boy in her classroom.
Yes.
Sentenced to 6 years in prison, half of what the prosecutors had wanted. It's all very creepy. The student's father, the 11-year-old kid, found 35,000 text messages that this woman had shared.
Stop.
Yes. Look, making out with an 11-year-old kid is the top, but like 35,000 text messages is pretty effing close to an 11-year-old boy. I mean, like, it's all awful, again, but like, that's some insane level stuff, dude. Like, a 5th grade teacher at Rivercrest Elementary School in Hudson, Wisconsin, her name is Madison Bergman.
Oh, my God.
26 years old, was newly engaged, by the way, when this all went down.
You've got serious problems.
Carrying on some sort of relationship with an 11-year-old boy until the student's father discovered the 35,000 plus text messages
35,000 texts
that she had sent with his son over 3 months. 3 months, not like a year. Not
so 10,000 a month.
Yeah. She gushed about how much she loved them touching and making out. Cops searching her classroom found a folder with the victim's name on it containing handwritten love notes discussing how much they kissed. Awful. Just horrific.
That's 390 texts a day.
She was only a few months away from getting married. That guy.
16 an hour, Brian.
Pleading guilty last year to 1 count of child enticement, 2 counts of sexual misconduct by a staff member. She, of course, began weeping as soon as she entered the court for sentencing on Friday. The now former teacher pushed to get just a 1-year sentence despite fully owning up to her behavior. The court, however, given her 6 years, which is half of what the prosecutors wanted to give her.
That's 16 texts every hour, every day, 24 hours a day for 3 months.
Yeah. She said in front of the judge, I want to make it absolutely clear that I take full accountability for every boundary that was crossed. I hope that your family has been able to begin to heal and find some peace in your lives again. I know the journey will be long for your family.
That is some.
Well, and you wonder
crazy
what's in those texts because
that's crazy text. That's crazy
Yeah.
behavior. I mean, that's just all crazy.
Insane. 6 years of that in prison.
Ugh.
Right? And again, it's you hear making out with an 11-year-old boy. That's terrible. That's awful.
Yes.
Certainly deserves jail time. But then you hear 35,000 text messages in 3 months, and you break it down. It's almost as bad. You know what I mean? 6 years in prison for her. Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Happy Festivus. For those that are celebrating, bust out your tinsel pole or your tinsel-free pole, your metal pole, your sturdy, strong aluminum pole, unadorned by tinsel, which is very distracting. Also very, fire-worthy. That tinsel can go up in a hurry, not this steel pole.
No, we
could burn the whole building down, and it would just that it would still be standing.
364 days a year, but on that last important one, it sits right behind you. Takes a special place in the studio.
Highly suspect.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
When George was growing up, his father hated all the commercial and religious aspects of Christmas, so he made up his own holiday.
Oh, and another piece of the puzzle falls into place.
All right. And instead of a tree, didn't your father put up an aluminum pole? Then weren't there feats of strength that always ended up with you crying?
I'm going to work. You happy now?
Happy Festivus for those of you who celebrate this wonderful holiday created by George Costanza's father. After he rained blows upon another man while trying to purchase a doll for his young son. Yeah. Week 16 in the NFL wrapping up last night. 49ers all over Grandpa Rivers. Couldn't get the job done.
Oh, no.
He still balled out. He had a pretty good stat line, but he was going up against the Niners, who were really damn good. 48-27, the final score. The 49ers improved to 11-4 on the season.
Just the sixth for the 49ers results in a score.
Watch Tyler Warren as he comes off the ball. This is on him. He telegraphs it. He turns his head before he's at the top of his route. And that's why the little things matter. When he's turning his head and he's not yet gotten to the top of his route, D. Winters is not threatened whatsoever by him coming off the ball, and he's able to just sit on it and drive on the football.
A career high. The Niners got their running game going against a good run defense behind McCaffrey, who they rode hard here tonight. They could still use more of a pass rush. You see where they are. They have a Week 18 date that's looming at home against Seattle. They've got a home date next Sunday night at home against Chicago.
Week 17 will kick off on Thursday. That's right. 3 games on Christmas, including the Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
In Washington to take on the Commanders. That game is at noon on Netflix. That is followed on Netflix by the Lions and Vikings at 3:30. And then the night game on Christmas is Denver at Kansas City, 7:15 on Amazon Prime. So 2 games on Netflix, then the Prime game at night. 2 games on Saturday, including the Texans at the Chargers. That's a 3:30 kickoff on the NFL Network. And then, of course, you got the Ravens at the Packers at 7 o'clock. That game will be on Peacock.
Go, Pack, go!
If you're a Bears fan, then you guys got to wait till Sunday Night Football. They'll be in San Fran, as you just heard Joe Buck mention. Bears at San Francisco, Sunday Night Football on NBC.
Go Bears.
Steelers wide receiver DK Metcalf suspended for 2 games without pay by the NFL for conduct detrimental to the league for initiating a physical confrontation with a fan during Sunday's game at Ford Field in Detroit. Metcalf planning to appeal the suspension. There's a whole lot of information out there. DK Metcalf apparently said the guy called him the N-word and called his mom the C-word. Apparently, he had to try to have this guy kicked out of a
previous game?
Yes, a previous game a year ago. So he knows who this guy is, apparently.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The guy himself, Ryan Kennedy, the Lions fan involved in the altercation with DK Metcalf on Saturday, denied that he used a racial slur, misogynistic or hate-based language during the incident, according to a statement released by a Michigan law firm. So this guy's already gone to a law firm and probably looking to collect some money in some sort of lawsuit.
Yeah, well, didn't he say he just called him by, like, his full name? That was the
full government name.
That's what I heard.
That ain't enough to piss somebody off, especially if you have a previous run-in with the guy. And from what I have read and what I understand, the guy's seat is not there. He's not supposed to be there. He bought seats somewhere else and came down to that section.
Correct.
To antagonize DK Metcalf. It worked, and, he's... DK, to his credit, it could have been a lot worse. He could have dragged the guy onto the field.
Right? Like, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, or it could have swung at him, or dragged him down the field and stomped him. I don't know why some of his teammates didn't say, hey, dude, where are you going? Like, don't go over there and deal with this guy. Just, leave him alone. But Bucs are off, were off last night. They are on a 5-game road trip. The second of those 5 games is tonight at 6:30 in Indiana against the Pacers. Might be a win for the Bucs. The Pacers are coming off a game against the Celtics last night, so back-to-back.
And jumpstart that engine and put them on a winning streak?
Who knows? Who knows? The Badger men's basketball team beat Central Michigan last night.
Wisconsin, a comfortable win over Central Michigan. They dominate the second half, score 48 points, and win 88-61.
Yeah, 88-61, the final score. They're now off for the holiday. They're not playing till next Tuesday when they'll be at home against Milwaukee at 6 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. The famous Idaho Bowl, the Idaho Potato Bowl, was yesterday. Washington beating Utah State 34-21, and you've got 3 bowl games today.
I'm up to my ass in bowls all the
time of them, yeah.
You got Toledo versus Louisville at 1 o'clock on ESPN. That's the Bush's Boca Raton Bowl. I think Bush is like the beans, right?
Yeah.
Then you've got Western Kentucky taking on Southern Miss at 4:30 in the New Orleans Bowl on ESPN. And then the final bowl game today will be UNLV taking on Ohio, which is I think that's the school where the coach got fired for the inappropriate relationship with the student just about a week ago.
So they got a temporary coach?
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
UNLV taking on Ohio at 8 o'clock on ESPN in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. We're going to get to our Week 16 Pigskin Picks. next hour. And we'll make our Week 17 picks because Gene won't be here tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that it's...
We don't need to say anything, okay? We just can go without words, Brian. We can just let it be. We're just making picks.
Let's just say that it's been...
you could leave that. Zip it.
It's been nice knowing you, Gene.
Well, I know that I knew that I got a couple wrong because the stupid Patriots and the Packers didn't win. Oh my God, you scared the heck out of me.
Oh, Marty.
Oh my gosh. Woo.
You all right?
Well, he came running in the studio. I didn't even see him peripherally. Okay.
I'm glad we didn't get any F-bombs.
Me too.
You're known for those. Don't frighten Gene like that. We'll get to the Deftones here in a bit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Growing up, myself and my two brothers were in a form of child abuse that yet wasn't recognized as such by the state of New York. Induced to perform seasonal rituals, just a very formalized setting for yelling at us. A holiday that was unique to our family. It didn't have a set date. It just happened whenever he felt like it or was extremely hungover and wanted to jumpstart his synapses. You never know when it was coming. And I'm at a party and my loudmouth younger brother opens his yap and mentions this weird family holiday called Festivus. And I'm on Seinfeld at the time and a couple of my coworkers are there. And then one of them say, Jerry thinks this is hilarious and we want to put it in the show. I tried to dissuade them. They said, look, you can go in your episode or someone else's. So I figured if this has to be smeared onto the world, then I might as well be the hand doing the smearing.
A new holiday was born. A Festivus for the rest of us.
That is a former Seinfeld writer, Dan O'Keefe, talking about the impetus for Festivus. It's kind of saying didn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
But if you guys think it's funny and you're going to put it on the show, then I might as well put my name on it. And it became one of the most famous parts. And there was a lot of obviously very famous episodes, but definitely one of the more famous ones. The strike is back on. Festivus for the rest of us. Happy Festivus. It's also National Christmas Movie Marathon Day.
So maybe snuggle in and watch some...
I don't know, man.
Classics.
It's going to be like go outside.
I know. Isn't it 40 or something today? Yeah,
it's going to be 40 all week.
Got
a text from Doc who said he's off tomorrow. Considering for Gene if you'd like me to. That'd be fantastic.
Aw.
Have the DOC in the studio with me. Hell yeah. Then I can get him his game boards for the bus.
Is he going to bring bloodies?
Probably not. That's usually a scheduled appointment. But I could maybe. I've got lots of pickled stuff at my house right now. We gotta. It's like one of those. It's like such a kind of. I don't know. It feels like a Midwestern Wisconsin thing. We went to one of the places we go to, one of our local watering holes, and they had gotten a. So when your liquor distributor comes in and sells you a case of the Bacardi that you need,
right? Whatever.
They
it is.
usually have some sort of like throwaway bottle or promotional thing that they're looking to get rid of, right? That becomes your dollar shot bottle, right? Something you stick in a brown paper bag.
They want you to try it. They want your guests to try it.
Right. Well, they had a box of these like prepackaged Bloody Mary mixes in a pouch, like a Capri Sun. And it's not alcohol; it's just the bloody. It's just
the mix.
So instead of having a bottle of it,
they're individual.
Right.
You could take them if you wanted.
And so
the
bartender gave us the box of them, and I've got two more in the basement. They're actually not bad. They're not my favorite, but they're not bad.
They'll do in a pinch. Is that what you're saying? I
wouldn't even say they do in a pinch. I mean, like if I would, it's not one of those. Oh, I am an emergency. What do I need? It actually is not bad. So, but yeah, Doc, that'd be great if you want to come in tomorrow. So, love to have you in the studio and on the show tonight on CBS. Not a lot of new stuff on television, of course. Tonight on CBS, the 48th annual Kennedy Center Honors. The Trump Kennedy Center Honors, right? We're renaming it. Is that the deal?
I don't know. Tonight's the special?
Tonight it is. It's the one with, they've already done this. It's almost like the Grammys, or not the Grammys, but the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They've already done it and filmed it, but now it's the TV show. The 48th annual Kennedy Center Honors tonight on CBS.
Please join me in honoring the 2025 Kennedy Center honorees. Michael Crawford, Gloria Gaynor, Sylvester Stallone, George Strait, Kiss.
It's kind of a dream come true to be here for Sly and to be part of what is the epitome of what art is all about, to celebrate here tonight at the Kennedy Center.
He's well deserving of this award, and I'm grateful to be here.
This was very emotional. I mean, this was like almost an out-of-body journey, and so many of our friends showed up. It was great.
I am the law.
Yeah, and Kiss, too, huh? Celebrated for their 100 million albums they sold.
Bazillion.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss and Sly Stallone and a bunch of others honored on the 48th Annual Kennedy Center Honors Program, which is on CBS tonight at 7 o'clock. Over on NBC tonight at 7, it's the 2 for Tuesday, NBA on NBC. The first game is at 7 o'clock, and that's Nuggets at Mavericks. Second game tips off right around 9:30, and that'll be the Rockets at the Clippers. 2 for 2 on NBC. NBA on NBC returning this season, and 2 games tonight on NBC. New release Tuesday, a couple of decent ones available on DVD if you're looking to pick something up.
Okay.
Maybe put it in someone's stocking.
Tell me.
Rated R, Black Phone 2. Your guy, Ethan Hawke, is back as the grabber. Did you see the first one?
No. Did I? No.
Black van balloons, grabbing kids off the street, putting them in the basement, dirty mattress.
I know what you're talking about, yes.
Just a phone down there ringing dead kids talking to you. So Ethan Hawke is in this one. Mason Thames and Madeline McGraw. Finn is now 17, struggling with his life after he got out of captivity from the grabber. His sister begins receiving calls in her dreams from the black phone and seeing disturbing visions of 3 boys being stalked at a winter camp known as Alpine Lake. It's Black Phone 2, and it's rated R.
Quinn, wake up! Wake up!
This place, he brought us here for a reason.
Nothing burns like the cold. How the tables do turn. What do you think happens when you die in a dream? It's time to find out.
No, thanks.
Black Phone 2, rated R, on DVD today for new release Tuesday. Another rated R film is the intriguing Begonia. I was actually thinking about seeing this one on streaming, so it should be available. This is Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone. Alicia Silverstone is also in this one. 2 conspiracy-obsessed young men kidnapped a high-powered CEO of a major company, convinced that she's an alien, intent on destroying planet Earth. It's the one with Emma Stone, and they shave her head, and they put makeup and oil all over her and stuff.
Because they think she's an alien?
Yeah, but she's the CEO of a company.
Greetings. Welcome to the headquarters of the human resistance.
Where's my hair?
Your hair has been destroyed to prevent you from contacting your ship.
Oh, boy.
What ship?
Your mothership?
Okay. In the next 48 hours, the police and the FBI will begin a statewide manhunt. I'm a high-profile female corporate executive. I am crucial. In all humility, I can say that. Think of it like you abducted the governor, but worse. There is no possible scenario where you benefit from this incident.
That was really good. My pulse is racing right now.
Begonia, rated R.
Whoa.
On DVD today.
What a wild concept, huh?
Might watch that one shortly after Christmas is over. Also new on new release Tuesday, rated R, starring Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie. Also Kevin Kline in this one. This is the one with the doors in the woods and in the high school and all that stuff. A big, bold, beautiful journey. Remember this one? Where they find the door and they go through and it's like them seeing their lives in high school and all that crap. 2 strangers who meet at a mutual friend's wedding have the chance to relive important moments from their pasts, illuminating the path that led them to the present and gaining the opportunity to change their futures.
Are you going to tell me what's going on?
I don't know, but I think that's my high school. Wait.
What?
You know, high school.
It's okay. Come on.
David, you're late. Come on. How old am I?
15.
I'm 15.
Cool. How old am I?
I don't know, 40?
I'm gonna kill you. This one's for me. I used to come here with my mom. Nice to share this with someone again. However this
plays out but ends in me hurting you.
Why are you so convinced that we're gonna hurt each other?
Were you not paying attention?
That's who we are.
Mom, I miss you.
You are capable of being happy. You just have to choose it.
This journey, I think it's a chance for us to be happy.
I know how this ends.
It could be the beginning.
A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, rated R, on DVD today for New Release Tuesday. And also on New Release Tuesday, Stolen Girl. Again, another rated R film starring Kate Beckinsale and Scott Eastwood. An American woman spends more than a decade tracking down her daughter who was abducted and taken to the Middle East by the child's father. Stolen Girl. It's like Taken with a mom instead of the dad. And she's got a decade to do it as opposed to 96 hours or whatever he had. That's what's new on New Release Tuesday. What's on the boob tube tonight? Obviously lots of repeats and holiday specials and stuff, but got some NBA action and the Kennedy Center honors.
Yeah, I was just reading about Ace's daughter apparently is there. Yeah.
Well, and then Gene said some stuff afterwards, and then he had to walk it back, talking about how Ace was not taking care of himself. And then it's like, dude, read the room, bro, not the time. Gene always has a way of putting a foot in his mouth.
He does, but his daughter is there to represent him apparently at the Kennedy Center.
That's good. Breaking Benjamin now.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Routine can be good for you, Gene.
Yeah,
I know that you like to give me a hard time because I'm very into a routine, OCD. Doing things the same way at the same time, all that stuff. But it's important to do that because sometimes it could save your life.
Routines are good. I'm not saying that. You really narrow in on that, though.
Air Force veteran by the name of Charlie Hicks has a routine every single day for the last decade. Every day for the last decade. 10 years of this. This 78-year-old Air Force veteran. Did you read about him?
I don't know. Does he have gumbo?
Yeah.
Yes, I know about this guy. This is so great.
Would drive his truck to the Shrimp Basket, a Southern-style seafood restaurant chain in Pensacola, Florida. He would enjoy a late morning meal, and oftentimes he would have his dinner there as well. Always with a side of gumbo and a touch of rice, no crackers for his gumbo.
You can barbecue it, boil it, broil it, bake it, saute it. There's shrimp kebabs, shrimp creole, shrimp gumbo, pan fried, deep fried, stir fried.
He says it's convenient. Everything I could ever want to eat is here. So I'm a regular. Super duper regular.
Super everyday gumbo guy.
Also has the same table as usual table. Obviously, if somebody's already there, he doesn't mind, but he's got his spot. He's, one of those coffee drinking guys at the store, They practically see me the first thing every morning. They open at 11, and that's when I show up. Donnell Stallworth, who is the head chef there at the Shrimp Basket, started working there before Hicks first started showing up. And they, of course, started becoming friendly over the years.
10 years of gumbo at 11 a.m. is going to be friends.
And if anybody's going to have good feedback, real feedback on your cooking, it's the guy who's been eating it for a decade, right? So if something's a little off, you can appreciate the fact that this dude...
Low on the rice, no crackers.
Yeah.
That's me.
Knows what he's talking about. Hicks said, at my age, I don't really mingle with any group or make friends that easy. Never got married, never had any kids. Just a single... retired Air Force veteran named Charlie Hicks going to this shrimp restaurant in Pensacola, Florida every day for a decade. He said, I know he's a chef, but I'm usually sitting there by myself, so we just have a good chat about every day. Stallworth said Hicks is a daily source of inspiration and wisdom, talking about sports, the Andy Griffith Show reruns, all sorts of different stuff. Food, obviously. Early in September, Hicks not feeling well enough to commute to his favorite restaurant. So he asked the staff if they would deliver meals to his house just a couple of miles away, and they, of course, said, hell yeah, we will. And for a couple of days, the staff leader at the restaurant, Denise Galloway, would drop gumbo off outside his door because he didn't want to get her sick. So just put it outside and I'll take care of it. Little Meals on Wheels action. Unfortunately, on September 11th, retired military veteran Charlie Hicks fell down in his home, couldn't move. Said when people at the age of 78 and they fall, it's a different ball game than when you're younger.
Yeah, you stay put. Down,
I didn't know what
down.
I was going to do because after 3 or 4 hours laying on the floor, you wonder, am I going to get out of this?
Yep.
Stallworth, the cook at the
Chef,
restaurant.
Yep, the chef at the shrimp basket.
Went to work, noticed Hicks's absence. When asked if anybody had spoken to him that day, his coworkers all said, no, we haven't heard from him. Tried to start his prep, but
knew something was
gut
wrong.
feeling.
Yeah.
Knew something was wrong. Said all of a sudden, I'm like, that's been too long. Something was just off. I come in the mornings, and Hicks is already here. We're still about to open up. He's already in the restaurant like he got his own key. That kind of got me, so I got my keys and I left. Went to his house, knocked on the door twice,
on the
no
floor.
answer. Knocked a third time with gusto. Then he heard a faint cry for help.
Mm-hmm.
Door ended up being unlocked. He was able to go in, found Hicks on the ground. Said it was a hard thing to see him in that position. Hicks is apparently diabetic, by the way. So obviously, not just the fall and the injury and the inability to get up and all that stuff, but then you talk about
managing that, and he's
hadn't
laying
taken
on the
his
floor.
medicine that morning. He was so weak from dehydration, he couldn't even speak. They called 911. He had 2 broken ribs, severely dehydrated when he was admitted to the hospital, stayed there for a week, followed by physical rehab for another 7 weeks. So we're talking a real serious fall here. 2-month period where I was just bedridden.
Yeah.
Said he's thankful to have his friend because Stallworth went and visited him in the hospital a whole bunch of times and brought him gumbo and all that stuff. And the general manager of the restaurant found Hicks an empty apartment next door to the restaurant.
This is the best part of the... I mean, not that all isn't amazing, but he lives across the street now.
Yeah. And so instead of having to get up and get in his truck and drive to the restaurant every single day...
They got him a new apartment across the
they
street
helped
from
find
the
this
shrimp
guy
bank.
a place
Yes.
So he could be so close to
He
the...
walks across the street, and then they can go check on him all the time, too. Like, he like, literally, that's where he goes every day, and they got him an apartment across the street.
Also very cool. Jeff Brooks, who is the brand manager of the Shrimp Basket restaurant, it's a chain, announced that the chain, which has 18 locations, is now offering customers a free cup of gumbo every Monday for 3 weeks as a gesture to inspire more acts of kindness between neighbors.
That part is great. I didn't know that part. Yeah. I knew that he moved next door, and he's gumbo guy, 11 a.m. gumbo guy.
They said the first week they gave out almost 1,000 cups of free gumbo. How cool is that?
Yes, it's a great story.
Great story about a retired military veteran who became a regular at his favorite restaurant and
when
buddied up with the chef, and they knew right away something was wrong. We had that story about the lady with the Dominoes, right? She ate like Dominoes every day for years and years and years, and they knew right away something was wrong. So, yeah, cool to see. Very cool to see. We've got some Aerosmith and Youngblood coming up, the Baywatch song. We'll get to that. Also, 90% of people say they experience this at work. What do you think it is? We'll see what your guesses are in just a couple minutes.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Start your day with Rock Mornings.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more.
90% of people experience this at work. 90%. Almost everybody who has a job experiences this at work. Would you like to take a stab at it, Gene?
So it's not, is it an emotion or is it like a thing, like meetings? Is it a...
90% of people experience this at work. What do you think it is? I'm not going to give you any more hints.
Okay.
I'm not going to try to narrow it down, make it easier for you. What do you think it is? 90% of people experience this at work. What do you think?
Frustration. Is it a feeling? Is it not a feeling? Okay.
You're not far off.
I'm not, though? Okay.
You're not far off.
Aggravation?
You're not far off.
Is it another word that describes that same kind of thing? Exhaustion?
Ooh, getting closer. Getting much closer. 90% of people experience work meeting hangovers. The Harvard Business Review posting a bunch of stats on how work meetings can give you a quote-unquote hangover.
Tell me about this.
I've got a hangover. Who knows what that means?
Doesn't that mean you're drunk?
No.
Oh.
It means I was drunk yesterday.
a term they use to describe the negative effects of a pointless meeting, a.k.a. every meeting I've ever been in.
That's not true. Not all pointless, but
all meetings
tell me
are
about
useless and pointless, and I don't belong in them. Send an email.
What is the feeling? What
a
does that
study
mean?
found that 28% of meetings cause negative effects on employees. They can leave you feeling less focused, less motivated, less productive, similar to a hangover. 90% of workers say it happens to them at least occasionally. The study found meeting hangovers last an average of 2 hours. Very long residual. It's not just like I need 10 minutes and a smoke or a bathroom break. I need 2 hours to get over this stupid meeting. Sometimes last the rest of the day or longer.
Well, if the meeting's at 3 o'clock, then yeah, it's going to.
The top 5 things that can cause a work meeting hangover, according to this Harvard Business Review. Too much time talking about stuff that's irrelevant. 59% of people said yes, that is in fact.
Okay, almost 60%.
A reason. Lack of clear agenda or clear objectives. Another 59%
almost
say that.
60%. Yeah,
just sort of mumbo jumbo. Poor time management. Right? Spending too much time on one thing, not enough time on the other thing. 53% of people say that that's an important factor. No actionable outcomes. 48% of people say, yeah, that's a reason for a meeting hangover. Talked but didn't accomplish much, right? One of those sort of situations. And then unequal participation. So a few people over here doing all the talking and jibber-jabbering and getting all their ideas out there, and then people over here not really. Bosses can prevent meeting hangovers by not having meetings.
That's not what it says.
You don't get eaten by sharks if you don't go in the ocean, Gene. They say that bosses can prevent meeting hangovers by listening more and helping the conversations along, making every minute count, ending on time, having smaller meetings with fewer people. Jesus. You know what we don't need? More meetings, all right?
Smaller meetings with less people? Is that
if
what
you
just
take
said?
the pie and you cut it into smaller pieces, it's still the same size as the
now
pie.
we'll just have one-on-one meetings.
No,
instead of
God, they're even worse. The top ways to recover from a work meeting include taking a short break when it ends.
Sure, go for a walk or something.
Go for a quick walk, maybe get a snack from the vending machine.
Yeah, do that. Help put people's kids through school.
Maybe talking things out with a coworker, right? Maybe having a little water cooler
What, is this
combo.
Water cooler, okay.
Yeah, but
rubbing your temples. Is that it? Heavy sighing.
Leaving for the day, suspiciously not on the list of ways to deal with work
Head
meeting
on the
hangovers.
table.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Ugh. I don't think there's anything I hate more about work, and I hate this computer. Like, I would like to destroy it with a gun and a bazooka and a baseball bat. I would like to burn this computer and throw it in the river.
Rage rooms?
And then I would like to drag it out of the river and continue stomping it like Office Space. I'd like to take a bat to it in a field while rap music plays in the background.
But mental fatigue of the...
I will take this thing over meetings.
Your next calendar
7 days a week and twice on Sunday.
You want me to schedule something?
I want absolutely nothing to do with a meeting. They're frivolous and wasteful to me.
I will definitely put that on your
calendar. I
calendar.
have no time or desire to deal with meetings.
I'll schedule it. Recurring. It'll be a recurring thing.
Awful. I dread them. You see them on the calendar, and it's like, oh, great. Now I have dread. Now I have an overwhelming sense of dread already.
Welcome to being a grown-up, Brian.
Ugh, stupid. Just send me an email. What's your problem? It's like, yeah, it's... who did that? Somebody got fired. We were talking about him like a couple weeks ago. And they wanted to come in and have a meeting and talk about getting... And it's like, dude, if you're going to fire me, just fire me. Don't call... I'm not coming in. Like, just tell me I'm fired. Do you remember that?
No,
we were kind of talking about that?
No, come in and I can fire you.
Have a meeting about it and discuss what happened. No, dude, if you're going to just fire me at the end of it, just fire me and I'll go about my day. Like, I'm not coming in. F you. You know? Same thing with a meeting. Just send me an email. What are we talking about? Okay, cool. Stuff I don't care about. Fine.
A few hours a week.
Ugh. Awful. Waste of my time. I could be napping. I could be doing literally anything. I could be getting dental surgery.
Yes.
Instead of being in this meeting.
Work. I could be not working.
It's not even work, though. It's just this idea that we're actually working. No, we're just blabbering about stuff. It's waste. Stop it. Work hangovers. 90% of employees. Coming up next. Your favorite time of week, Gene. We're going to go over these Week 16 Pigskin Picks, and we're going to make our Week 17 Pigskin Picks. Do you have your appropriate highlighter?
I have a pink one.
Pink one? All right, I'm going to go get my orange one, and we'll do that after Aerosmith and Youngblood, the Baywatch song.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find the daily podcast at rockmornings.com.
Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I'm glad you picked more right than me for 1 week. I'm happy for you.
Was it a streak?
That was
Do I have a streak?
That was my holiday gift to you. You ended up last week with one more correct than I had. It took 15 full weeks of NFL action before you picked more correct than I did. But that streak is over.
We're going streaking?
It's over by a lot. Looking at our Week 16 Pigskin Picks, Gene coming in at 124 and 99 overall.
Okay.
I came into Week 16 with a 148 and 75 overall record. Obviously much better.
Numbers.
And I only picked 3 incorrectly this week. I went 13 and 3 in Week 16. You, who took all of these home teams, look at all these home teams you took, failed miserably with an 8-8 record. You didn't even break 500.
8-8, huh?
You were correct on Thursday night. You picked the Seahawks to beat the Rams. Nice pick on that one. You got that one right.
Okay.
Then you were wrong on both of the games on Saturday. You incorrectly picked the Washington Commanders to beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
Stuff happens, Brian.
And you also incorrectly picked the Packers to beat the Bears. I got Philly and Chicago. I got both of those right. You were correct on Carolina, so was I, over Tampa Bay. And then look at all these blue check marks on mine. I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't even know why you even bother.
Did you look at mine?
Yeah, so Cleveland, you took Cleveland, a 3-11 team, to beat Buffalo, and that was wrong. I got Buffalo right. You picked Dallas to beat the Chargers, and that was incorrect. I got that one right. I actually went with the Saints because the Jets are even worse than the Saints right now, and look at that. We were both right on the Saints. The one time this year I picked the Saints to win a game, and they didn't let me down. Look at that. It's like it was meant to be, Gene. Kismet. For some reason, you picked the Giants to beat Minnesota. That did not happen. I did get Minnesota right. I also correctly picked Tennessee. So did you. Look at that. Over the Chiefs, who are an absolute disaster right now. You were right on Cincinnati and Atlanta, but so was I. So was I. Then you were wrong about Denver. Jacksonville went in there and beat the brakes off those Broncos, 34-20. I got that one right. I took Jacksonville in the win.
Mm-hmm.
We were both wrong about Detroit. For some reason, we thought Detroit would beat the Steelers, and for a second there, it looked like they might have tied the game up or won with that touchdown. But it was offensive pass interference. You did correctly pick Houston, but so did I. And then I was right on New England. You were, of course, wrong because you, for some reason, hate the Patriots. You picked the Ravens. That was a fool's errand. And then you actually got San Fran last night over Old Man Rivers. I thought maybe there'd be some magic in that old Sil cat he found, but Phillip Rivers couldn't get the job done against the 49ers. So Gene finishing with an 8-8 record in Week 16. I finished 13-3. I improved to 161-78 overall with just a few weeks left, 2 weeks left to go. And you're at 132-107 overall, Gene.
Okay.
Which means it's time to make our Week 17 picks.
God.
Here is your lineup. Gene's out tomorrow, so we're going to make our picks today.
Fine.
3 games on Christmas, 2 on Netflix, 1 on Prime. We'll start with Dallas at Washington. Give me the Cowboys in that one. It feels like Washington has gone belly up.
I'm taking the Cowboys.
Both teams are, of course, out of playoff contention, but I feel like Dallas has got that. The Vikings and Lions battling it out, trying to maybe get a playoff spot. I think they both have a very outside chance. This one is in Minnesota, but I don't think that they've got what it takes. Give me the Lions again. I feel like
the Lions too.
They're going to bite some kneecaps or something. Last game, Denver at Kansas City. Denver's going to just trounce Kansas City. Kansas City is a disaster. They're on their
picking all the same games.
They're on their third quarterback, some guy that they picked up off the scrap heap. Then you've got a big matchup on Saturday. Houston, the Texans, with that stout defense at the Chargers. Give me Houston on the road against the Chargers.
I never take.
And then Baltimore at Green
Packers.
Bay. That's a Ravens win, no doubt. No Micah Parsons. We'll find out what the latest is on Jordan Love when we talk to
It's going to be okay.
Grant Bilse. Pittsburgh on the road in Cleveland. Give me the Steelers over the Browns. That's an easy win.
I'm taking the Browns.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Well, we have to pick some games different, Brian, or we're going to end up with the same damn score.
Give me Jacksonville.
I took Jacksonville, too.
On the road
See,
against Indianapolis.
Tampa Bay.
Give me Tampa Bay on the road. The Patriots are going to absolutely stomp the Jets.
I'm taking the Jets.
I'll take Tennessee at home over the Saints.
No, I'm taking the Saints.
Give me Seattle on the road.
I'm taking Seattle.
I'm going to go with Cincinnati at home. I know they've got nothing to play for,
Love
but
those helmets.
Arizona's so bad.
Taking the Bengals.
I'm going to go with the Vegas Raiders at home against the Giants. There you go. There's one.
Oh, my God. What?
And then give me Buffalo at home over Philly. Philly clinched their division and a playoff spot. They don't really need the win. Buffalo, of course, is going to need to win out, in order to maybe battle for the AFC East title. Bears at the 49ers. I'm going Niners at home.
Let's see. I'll take the Bears there.
The Bears, they need those one-score games, and I think 49ers are going to put it on them. And then last game of the week, Monday, the 29th on ESPN, the Rams at the Falcons. Give me the Rams all day and twice on Monday.
Took the Falcons.
Ooh. All right, let's see it. Week 17. There it is. We made our picks. A lot of matching games here. I don't know. You got a few over there.
Yeah,
that I don't
know.
have.
It's a couple different, just so we have.
But you have almost no shot to catch me. I'd have to go 0 for the next 2 weeks, and then you would beat me. But I'd have to go 0 for 32 in 2 weeks. I don't think that's going to happen. And you'd have to go 16-0. That's the other part of that equation. FYI.
It's making it sound impossible.
It is impossible.
You're making it sound impossible.
Seafood paella. When can we expect this? What are we talking
Seafood
here?
Prices are going to have to drop.
Mid-January?
Son.
Well, you can refi after the first of the year, and then you can have plenty of money.
After the holidays.
This is not about money. This is about you making up for a dish that you promised me when I was going in for surgery.
Okay.
And now
Never
we have
promised
a bet, and you cannot back out of a bet.
Like to eat when you're done with surgery.
Yeah, seafood
I didn't say
paella.
I'm going to make it.
Yes, you did. You said, I will take care of you. I will make that dish for you because I'm your friend and you deserve it.
Do you know crab legs are like $100 a pound right now?
That's fine. I don't need crab legs. I need, a good seafood paella probably has some large shrimp, right? Some jumbo shrimp.
Look at all the seafood at
Mussels,
store.
steamers. You can get some shrimp in there, some
pile of 'em.
scallops. I'm not a big crab leg guy. One good lobster claw will do you well.
Well, good, because they're $100
Seafood
a pound. Right
you got to worry about that saffron, girl. You got to worry about that, too. That's like $30 an ounce.
I grow that in my basement.
I don't want your basement saffron. Creepy-ass basement saffron.
I do.
Pigskin Picks. I am trouncing Gene. No big surprise there. As we get closer and closer to the end of the year. We'll get to some 3 Days Grace next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays, 6 to 9.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene, some 3 Days Grace. Got a text from Lindsay. Gene being optimistic about beating Brian with a laughing, crying emoji, and then the gif of Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance?
There is a chance.
Again, you trail me by so much right now with only 2 weeks to go. I would have to pick 0 correct games over 2 weeks, and you'd have to pick all 32 of them correct just to get past.
So you're saying there's a chance? That's what you're saying.
I like the optimism. I do. So does Lindsay, apparently.
Hey, thanks to Tom for wishing us a Merry Christmas. That was a sweet phone call. Appreciate that, Tom.
Got a text from Jacob who said, tell Gene to have it made up for you on the first game the Pats play in the playoffs.
Tell Gene? Is that what he said?
Yeah. Hey, Gene, have my paella ready for me.
Tell Gene.
When the Pats play in the playoffs.
Interesting choice of words.
Jacob knows where it's at. Tell these people stuff, you know? Got a text from someone who said the loss to live. I was under the assumption they were referring to meetings, and I said meetings are the worst, and they said they are. Luckily, my job doesn't really do meetings. Score. I don't know who you are, but congratulations on having a good job that doesn't require meetings. Somebody else texted in and said, would you rather have a Zoom meeting or an in-person meeting? Zoom 100% of the time.
I think that's because you didn't have enough Zoom meetings.
I don't want to do any meetings, but if I had to choose between the lesser of two evils, the Zoom meeting is where it's at. Then I can just zone out.
No.
I don't have to pay attention.
Man.
Dude, it's just on the computer in the background. It's like a thing that's there, and I can catch a keyword
really.
here and there.
Man.
I can be on my phone.
I think it was because I had
I can eat cheese.
so
I can do whatever I want.
Elongated Zoom meeting, like half-day training things and stuff. It was like, no way. No, thank you. Short? Sure. Any meeting that's
Give me
any
the
length
Zoom
of
over
time,
in person.
ugh.
Over in person.
No,
give me the Zoom.
Absolutely not.
Oh, connectivity issues. Sorry. Sorry.
You're breaking up.
Breaking up.
Can't.
Oh. Sorry, my internet went down. Oh, geez, that's terrible. We'll just have to reschedule till never. How about we don't reschedule? How about we just don't have meetings anymore? All right. You don't need to pay us more. Don't need to give us extra vacation. Just stop with the meetings.
Tell Gene.
Yeah, tell Gene. Hey, I did. I said, hey, Gene.
Tell Gene to have
Jacob.
that ready for you.
Jacob knows where it's at.
Jacob's
sure a man.
does.
He's a man of the world.
Yeah,
you know?
he's getting action. That's what you mean.
He's an action guy. Action Jacob. Tell her to have it made up for you by the first game the Pats play in the playoffs.
Jacob's. He's also a comedian. He's here all night. Tip your waiters and waitresses,
Try the veal.
people.
Seafood paella. It's going to be real good. That first game the Pats play in the playoffs. Internet survey asking people what sound instantly makes you angry. Angry, not horrified.
Sound instantly makes me angry.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
I was waiting for this.
I mean, if I was driving a vehicle and someone did that, that would make me angry. But that's not a
So
normal
it's something
sound.
that like triggers you?
That's not a normal sound. Yeah, so think like nails on a chalkboard. Some people, it's squeaking of the sneakers.
Yeah, right.
Like
or
in a gym.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe when you come in from the cold and you've got snow and stuff on the bottom of your shoes and it's squeaking all over the place.
That doesn't make me angry, though.
Is there a sound that instantly makes you angry? Somebody said styrofoam rubbing on other styrofoam.
Yeah,
That
I mean, there's
weird-
noises that bother you, but do they make, I guess, do they make you
They said, this makes my teeth and brain hurt.
I know some people don't like teeth on silverware.
Yeah.
You know, like on
The scraping.
Scraping on the.
That's on the list. When a fork scrapes a plate as opposed to the teeth.
Yep.
You get that sort of like sympathy feeling in your mouth. You know what I mean? When you hear that and you're like, yeah, I know what that feels
Yeah.
like. Microwaves that keep beeping after you have already opened the door.
Yeah, the oven timer.
Yeah, stop it. I know what's going on.
I'm gonna shut you off in a second. Just a second. Car alarms, maybe? I don't
The
know.
chirp of a dying battery and a smoke detector. I will say that the seatbelt thing
Yeah.
is annoying.
Beep, 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 beep.
I'm a grown-up. I can make my own choices, Mr. Seatbelt. The Microsoft Teams alert. Look at that. More work meeting hangout crap. Somebody said the sound of an incoming Teams can put me in a fight or flight mode. I love when we get new hires here. That's the best. How can I help you do your job? Well, don't send me Teams because I don't answer Teams. Send me an email like a grown-up. All right, Peter Pan? I don't do Teams. You can do Teams. I'm not doing Teams. Smacking when eating. So any sort of eating sound.
The open mouth thing.
Yeah. Do people still eat like that? Feral children? Are they eating like that?
I don't know. It doesn't. I'm not around it, that's for sure.
A sound that instantly makes you angry. Somebody said snoring. Even the quietest of snoring just instantly sets me on edge. I laugh. I think snoring's hilarious. Especially if somebody's really getting into it. You know what I mean?
If you're trying to sleep, it's annoying.
Well, yeah, it's
but
annoying.
I wouldn't be.
I laugh every time I hear somebody that I don't know snoring.
You don't like the dentist at all. How about the drill?
Oof. Yeah.
You don't get angry, you get emotional.
Yeah, that's fight or flight for me.
Yeah.
Somebody said, this is a good one. It's not necessarily making me angry, but it's definitely a sound that'll get you out of bed in a hurry in the middle of the night. The sound of your cat or your dog about to barf. You get that sort of... and then all of a sudden... then they vomit all their food and who knows what else.
Hairballs.
What sound instantly makes you angry? Somebody said, Cotton Eye Joe.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Better not go to a wedding then. Better not go to a wedding in the Midwest because you're going to hear that one. That's a banger. Cotton Eye Joe. Where did you come from? Where did you go? This one is definitely on my list. Anytime I'm anywhere and I hear just...
What?
Any sort of child making any sort of noise.
Babies and toddlers
crying,
cry.
yelling, melting down. Take your
things.
mistake out of the store and deal with it in the car or the parking lot. Get it away from me.
Kids suck.
Yes, they do. You made a mistake. You should be the one dealing with it, not me. I'm here to shop and have a good time. Get your kid out of the store. Take that thing somewhere else.
How about Yoko
Would you
Ono?
like it if I walked around and just screamed at the top of my lungs and cried and had a tantrum and pooped my pants?
I know you don't like that.
What?
Yoko Ono?
Oh, anything Yoko. Yeah. Well, it doesn't make me angry, but I definitely don't want to hear any more of it. Somebody else said hearing the word bruh. Bro.
I rewatched that video of the kid, the shoplifter pulling the gun on the officers yesterday at Walmart.
Yeah.
And at the end, after he gets like kneed and tackled, and the guy with a shirt that says
knee.
"Not today, Karen" comes running in.
Yeah.
After that, the kid says something like, "Easy, bruh."
Lucky you didn't get kneed in the face.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
Somebody else said the sound of flip-flopping past my office door.
Ooh.
Somebody else texted in. Chad said that, actually. Chad said flip-flops flopping. Apparently, there's people out there that have a problem with that. I didn't realize that was a thing.
I didn't either.
A sound that you hear that makes you instantly angry. Lots of different stuff on there. Yeah, kids. The screaming. Just
that doesn't make me angry.
Somebody
That's just life.
Somebody said, go, Pack, go. So when they hear that...
You might want to think about moving if you're that angry when if that happens.
Eric said the sound of large groups of children playing like a playground. Hate that sound.
Wow, dude. Cabin in the Woods, I think, for you.
They're just so annoying. And
I think that's probably that.
If we're going to start messing around with DNA, can we hit a volume button in there somewhere? Like in the kids? Can we do something with that?
Probably automated customer service when you know you're making it. You want to talk to somebody and all you're getting is
you're
the
already
loop.
you're already calling customer service.
You're in a loop of hell, and you know it just. Yeah, I might as well just.
Would you rather have the automated thing or the person you can't understand because of the accent?
Probably the person I can't understand.
No, I just. Give me at least I can understand. I know what the situation is here.
Yeah, but
it's annoying and frustrating, and I hate it.
Right.
I can yell representative at the top of my lungs. I can smash the 0 button. But like, I try not to be super. Like, I appreciate the fact. Like, as I've gotten older, I can appreciate. Look, these people. That's not their first language. They have very heavy. And they're probably in another country. So I appreciate the fact that you're doing this for $2 an hour, whatever you're doing it for. But just give me to someone I can understand. So I try to be a bit nicer, but like with the with the
oh my gosh, the automated, forget it, especially when it doesn't enter your number and then it's like, is this correct? No, and then you start all over again. Ugh.
Sound that makes you instantly angry. We got a lot of texts about that. We'll get to those texts here in a bit.
Sweet.
We're going to talk to Grant Bilse as well of the Wisco Sports Show. We'll get to bad news, happy music a bit later on. Right now, it's Lincoln Park.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
8:15 on Tuesdays, including Christmas Eve. If you're a fan of Friends, or on Festivus, if you're a fan of Seinfeld. Grant Bilse, host of the Wisco Sports Show, joins us on the phone. You can hear his program weekday afternoons from 4 until 6 on stations all across Wisconsin, like WKTY in La Crosse and Sports Talk 105.1 in Eau Claire. Grant Bilse, how are you today?
Only a show as boring as Friends could come up with something called Christmas Eve and claim that it's theirs. I mean, all right. I'm well. And I'm excited for the holiday, and I can't think of a better way to kick off the stretch next couple of days filled with laughter and family and and Christmas spirit than talking with you two.
Grant, what are your plans? I'm assuming you're going home to mom and dad's and going to watch movies and holding hands and eating rolls of cookie dough and snuggling and snow angels and ice cream drinks at the supper club.
I mean, something like that. We do love each other. We like spending time together. Yes, I am going to my parents. I believe both of my siblings will be there for most of the week. I get to do my show remote on Friday, which is always great. Doesn't even feel like work. It just feels like talking, which I enjoy doing anyways. So that's nice. Buys me a little extra time at home with the parents. I know.
Now, when you do your show remotely, are you still on the YouTube? Are you still streaming it like live?
I should be able to, although now that I sit here in my car, I realize I forgot my webcam at my house, so maybe I'll have to turn around and grab that.
Have you ever had a naked dad in the background situation?
Well, no, I typically don't do it anywhere near my parents' bathroom.
Okay.
But that's a good reminder. I'll keep that in mind.
Do you do it in your childhood bedroom? where does this show, this sports show,
is there a
take
dedicated
place?
space?
Do you have a den? Is there a man cave? Is there a
it's funny you
garage?
ask. My parents actually have a boathouse that's detached. I have done stuff down there, but I'm actually doing it at a sponsor, at a car dealer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's how Grant can afford to do radio for a living. His parents are rich.
Does he need to hang anything on the Festivus poll today, Grant? Do you have any airing of grievances you'd like to get out there?
Yeah, my grievance is that every time I'm excited to talk to you two, Brian just has to keep the conversation going long enough to find something to make fun of, and then he's able to wrap it up. And I don't get it, because Simpson and I, we do have a lot in common. I really do enjoy him, but it does seem like recently he just wants to dig and dig and dig to find something to mock. And I'm not going to give him any red meat today. I'm going to be a masculine man. And I'm not going to admit to any of my family traditions or anything that we do for fun. I'm just football. Let's talk football, Simpson. You want to talk about Pigskin?
Let's do that.
There's lots to unpack here. Obviously, the Packers with a crushing loss to the Bears in overtime, blowing a 10-point lead with 4 minutes to go, and then of course the Hail Mary there from Caleb Williams, and not only that, but Jordan Love, concussion protocol, Micah Parsons out. What do we know about? Look, the reaction to the game is the reaction to the game, but what's the latest on Jordan Love? Where is he at?
Concussion protocol, and he's got to clear that.
Is he going to be able to get out by Saturday? Because they obviously play Baltimore Saturday night.
No way of knowing. Concussion protocol, the nice thing about it is they either clear it or they don't. And there's no, decision making. There's no, how should we rush him back? Like, the team doesn't have to make a decision. So that's the nice part, is there's no ambiguity. But the bad part is if he doesn't clear it, he just can't play. You know what I mean? So the worst thing is Malik Willis is also dealing with a little bit of a shoulder injury. So
yeah, I mean,
the backup that everyone really likes is banged up.
He came in and did a pretty good job in mop-up time there in terms of, taking over. Obviously didn't get the win, but still, I mean, a serviceable backup quarterback is a good thing. But if you're talking about an injury there, that's not good. Ravens, I think, are essentially out of it after losing to the Pats. I think they've got an outside glimmer of getting a playoff spot as a wild card, but they're still going to be battling for something. They may be without their quarterback as well. Lamar Jackson went down with a back injury against the Pats this weekend, so not a real stunning quarterback battle lining up for Saturday night as Baltimore heads to Green Bay.
No, Jordan Love got, roughed. There were 2 roughing the passer calls. He got driven into the ground pretty hard and then slammed in the head, and Lamar Jackson bent over the wrong way and probably went to the grocery store and caught the flu, because that's what he does every year at this time. He misses practice, he misses games. I am not scared of the Ravens. Now, the Packers come out and play like dump on Saturday and lose, but the Ravens are not good. They have not been good. The only reason they almost beat the Patriots is Mike Vrabel started drunken play-calling fake punts, and, I don't know. The Patriots have shown some chinks in the armor of late, Simpson, and maybe you've noticed that. But I'm not scared of the Ravens. If the Packers with either quarterback show up and play a good game, they'll win.
Wow, the Ravens were running all over the Pats, and they had one of the best rushers in the NFL, even though he put the ball on the carpet early in the game, and then they decided not to play him in the fourth quarter when they could have just killed the clock and destroyed the Patriots' chance of winning that game, and they decided not to. So not just are they dealing with injuries and player problems, but they also got a coaching problem on that team, and he may be out of there by the end of the season.
You're telling me that Derrick Henry fumbled at an important time? No. I've never seen this before. Lamar Jackson's hurt or has the flu at an important time. Mark Andrews throws the ball away or fumbles at an important time. Never seen that before.
Undisciplined.
Although, maybe I shouldn't talk, because the Packers do a really good job of making 97% of the plays needed in a football game and then stepping all over themselves at the 2 or 3 they need to make to win. So maybe I shouldn't talk, but I got to poke fun at something or somebody.
Grant Bilse, host of the Wisco Sports Show, on the phone with us, talking all sorts of different stuff. The Bucs are an absolute disaster. They have lost pretty much every single game they've played. They're on a 5-game road trip. They lost the first one in Minnesota. Indiana is coming off a back-to-back after losing to the Celtics last night. Do the Bucs have a chance to finally get a win tonight?
Well, yeah, sure. I guess the point on the Bucs right now is they built this team differently than they built the last couple. The last couple teams were built with Damian Lillard, and the idea of that team is, well, when Giannis isn't playing well, or when he needs a night off, or when he's in foul trouble or he doesn't have it going, Damian Lillard can do the thing. So we're insulated a little bit. Or when Dame is hurt, we have Giannis, right? This team was built completely different. It was Giannis is the center of the universe, and we're not going to go get a second star or a second, a 1A, 1B. It's just going to be supporting cast that's designed completely and totally to play well around Giannis. And Giannis has been hurt. And if I'm being honest, a little prickly and disconnected about whether or not he actually wants to be here, which I don't appreciate. So, yeah, you can look at the Bucs and say, wow, they stink. They're not any good. Well, they designed this team to complement their best player, and their best player hasn't been out there. Of course they don't look good. This team shouldn't look good the way that it's been built right now. Now, that being said, you got to get a couple wins without Giannis. You got to find a way, and Indiana's not very good, so that would be a good place to start.
Grant Bilse, host of the Wisco Sports Show. Let's move on to DK Metcalf. I don't know what the hell that is. Sorry about that. I wanted to bring this up because it was obviously an important part of that game on, what was that, Saturday? Was that Saturday? Sunday?
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, Sunday between the Steelers and the Lions. Going over, and it sounds like now, originally not a lot of people knew what was going on, right? He got into it with a fan. He kind of swiped at the guy. Didn't really know what was being said. Then yesterday, the reports early in the day were that this guy said that he called him by his government name, and that got him mad. Why wasn't there someone else on the Steelers that stopped him from going over there? Now we find out that apparently he had asked for this guy to get kicked out of a game last year. And then the guy called his mom the C word and called him the N word, and now he's got a lawyer. The other
games he's out,
and he's out for 2. What's your reaction to this whole DK Metcalf situation?
I think everyone involved is a child. And I'm with you. My first thought is, how is there no one on the Steelers sideline who says, "Oh no, you're not going over there"? How is there no one that steps in? They let him waltz right over the railing and grab this guy by his blue wig.
Yeah.
So I think everyone involved is, you're all children. DK Metcalf, you're punching at a fan. The fan, whether or not the fan is in the wrong legally, whether or not he used a word or did something that he's not supposed to do legally, you're a bit of a loser. Yell and scream, but the second that an athlete can circle you and can single you out, you're kind of a loser. You know what I mean? I just think everyone involved here is a loser. And DK Metcalf, his team is now better positioned. It's funny because they go to Detroit and win, and everyone wholeheartedly says, you know what? Maybe we didn't give the Steelers enough credit. Look what they're doing. They're really putting a run together here over the last month or so. And then what does DK Metcalf do? Get suspended for 2 games. And this loses him a bunch of money. And it voids
$500,000.
Well, the salary.
Game checks, but also future guarantees. Yeah.
The salary was $500,000.
Yes.
And then there's also some incentive bonuses that he might miss out on because of, contract stuff there. So dumb move by everybody. And like you and I agree upon, finally, I don't understand how you have 1,000 people on the sideline. You have a get back guy. You have all these people running cables and girls with water bottles. You don't have one person that realizes that one of our star players is walking over to the stands. That's never a good thing. And someone doesn't get in between them. You don't have a big dom, somebody to get over there and say, hey, dude, let's not do this today.
Let's not punch a fan where there's cameras everywhere and the playoffs are approaching. Yeah. That's probably the most amazing part. And that is almost excusing DK Metcalf and the fan of blame. And I'm not trying to do that, Simpson. DK Metcalf's an idiot, so is the fan. But that's a multi-million, billion-dollar corporation in the Steelers that has to be caught. Someone has to step in and prevent that from happening.
Well, and as you mentioned, a month ago, we were talking about they're going to fire Mike Tomlin maybe in season, and here we are now, a complete turnaround. Aaron Rodgers comes back from the broken hand, wrist thing, whatever, and now they're in the driver's seat there in the AFC North and winning games that maybe they shouldn't be winning. So, Grant Bilse of the Wisco Sports Show on the phone with us. We were talking earlier about a sound that instantly makes you angry.
Ooh.
We had a lot of really good responses to this one. There was a lot of different things on there, like fork on a plate, that scraping sound, styrofoam against styrofoam. We had people texting in the sound of children playing on a playground makes them angry. We got a very dark text from Brandon who said, my mother-in-law breathing is a sound that instantly makes him angry.
Yo.
Lots of other responses to that. Grant, do you have a sound that instantly makes you angry?
Five-Finger Death Punch. No. Actually, there's a couple Five-Finger Death Punch songs I like. I was just trying to think of any band that you guys play.
That's funny.
Chewing out loud. And this has probably been given to you dozens of times. Again, with the DK Metcalf and the fan, it's like, how old is everyone here involved? You guys are children, right? If you chew loudly with your mouth open and I can hear you, you ever eat with someone, they're so excited to eat and they eat so fast that they don't breathe. So now not only are you hearing them chew, but you're hearing them like catching. It's like, can we stop it? I don't like eating with other people, straight up. If I'm having dinner with my family, I will get up and put music on the speaker. My mother knows this. I can't do it. I thought you were going
to be manly and not give me something to no red meat. I thought you were not giving me any red meat.
You're reaching here. You're reaching.
Wait.
You got to drown out the sound of other people enjoying their food?
Yeah, if you're eating loudly and
do people in your family eat loudly and grossly?
You got
or
a bunch
is it
of lip
just
smackers?
No, but when there's five of us, it's more of a cumulative thing. When it's a full family, there's enough. You're going to get it, whether or not you're eating with good.
Why don't you take your plate to the basement and sit in silence down there?
Do you have to turn your light switch on and off 10 times before you're comfortable?
Mr. We love to hang out with each other, and I love my family. Can't stand the sound of them eating.
I didn't say we were like Gene's family. I do love my family, but I don't need to be around them for meals. I think eating is mostly kind of a gross, shameful act. I don't want to do it around other people.
I thought you were going to be manly. What are you talking about, a shameful act? Eating is awesome. It's like the best part of living.
For Christmas, ribs? I mean, I'll give you if you're sucking some meat off a bone there, champ, but just having Christmas dinner?
I can't listen to you eat, and I don't want you watching or listening to me eat. I don't like eating. If I go,
that's going in the Dewey Decimal System, man. The next time we hang out, I'm gonna be all eyes up on you.
How many bones of wings can Brian eat while you guys are hanging out?
Oh my God! Do you bring a Snuggie with you to cover yourself so people can't watch you eat?
That's not even close to. It's not even close. I like eating in the comfort of my own home. If I'm going to a restaurant, I'm taking the food back to my home. I don't want to eat in a public space. Like the idea of eating a burrito at a Chipotle, where there are kids walking around, the doors opening and closing, people are using the soda machine. I'm eating. It feels like I'm eating in an airport or a military base. I want to take it home and I want to set it up at my little table where it's quiet and I can relax and I don't have to worry about other people.
Oh my God.
That's separate. You asked for a sound. I don't want to hear you chew. It's gross.
Obviously,
smack your gum.
Obviously,
we unpacked one layer of that suitcase, and there's multiple. You're like a lasagna in there with the food thing.
You are.
You got a lot of layers to this whole food thing, Grant. Jeez, I thought you weren't going to give me any red meat today, but boy, oh boy, I don't want to be around people eating. It's like the grossest thing.
It is gross. That's not a. I'll stand by that one.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Hard takes from hard men. Grant Bilse, host of the Wisco Sports Show.
He likes to eat privately. Do you have a TV tray?
Do you turn the lights on at least? What if you sat in front of a mirror? Could you watch yourself eat?
Oh yeah, because I'm a polite. Yeah, if everyone ate like me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. This is a problem with other people, not with me.
Wonderful. This is wonderful. We love you. Have a great Christmas.
Merry Christmas to both of you. I look forward to chatting next week. Enjoy time with your families.
Grant Bilse, host of the Wisco Sports Show, weekday afternoons from 4 until 6 on stations all around the state like WKTY in La Crosse and Sports Talk 105.1 in Eau Claire.
I guess I maybe would have tried to choke it down.
Hey.
Just don't make too much noise while you're choking it down.
I just want to know who the starting shortstop.
Yeah, starting shortstop.
I know.
Bad News, Happy Music is coming up next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. More from Brian and Gene is coming up.
You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world.
A cockroach living in your nostril. Now that's just nasty. Add in some haven't pooped for 30 days.
Poop is raining from the ceilings. Poop.
And sprinkle in some hashtag Florida Man for flavor.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man quits his Burger King job, steals all of their chicken nuggets.
It's bad news.
Bad news.
With happy music.
Let's rock.
You got a clean Google over there?
Sure.
Andrea, Andrea. Andrea Burns, Burns. Andrea Burns of Port Charlotte, Florida.
So not the actress. Okay. Oh, there's Port Charlotte, Florida. Okay. Ooh.
A Port Charlotte woman accused of exposing herself.
I see this.
In front of children who were playing outside of her home on Saturday afternoon. How's that mugshot look?
Like, I don't want to see what's under her skirt.
Accused of lifting her skirt, revealing she was not wearing anything underneath, and inappropriately then touching herself in front of several children. Aaron Brinson, a resident of Port Charlotte, said, "You can't have your kids outside now for 10 or 15 minutes in the afternoon without somebody doing something disgusting or possibly trying to walk off with them. If I had kids out there and they got to see something like that, I would be really upset."
You ever seen a grown man naked?
No, but I saw good old Andrea Burns lift up her skirt and touch herself inappropriately.
Yeah, I sure did.
Is there an inappropriate touching that happens when you're lifting your skirt in front of children?
I don't know.
When you're not wearing underpants?
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Parent called 911 after Burns was accused of taking the parent's mail, throwing it in their yard, and making comments to the children about being Puerto Rican before she exposed herself. I'm guessing that's her go-to move.
Yeah, probably. She stands outside of her house for long periods of time.
The deputy said in an affidavit that when he attempted to arrest her, she ran into her backyard, prompting the deputy to use a taser on her.
Taser.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what happens when you run into your backyard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was dancing naked for the children is essentially what happened.
Yeah, and then the cops were called, and
don't tase me, bro.
And she was tased. Yeah. I've definitely seen her several times just out front of my house, standing for long periods, 30 minutes to an hour, just standing on the corner, not doing anything, talking to herself. She was medically cleared at the hospital. On her way to the jail, a deputy reported that she claimed she was dancing naked for the children.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. That's somebody you want in your neighborhood. The dancing naked skirt lift up lady.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's definitely not who you want in your neighborhood. The search for a swimmer, a missing 55-year-old swimmer, has now been called off. Indefinitely suspended. This is in California, Pacific Grove to be exact. The search for a missing 55-year-old swimmer indefinitely suspended at Lovers Point. Missing woman identified as Erica Fox, co-founder of the Kelp Crawlers Swimming Group, who helped start the group 2 decades ago. Woman was swimming with a regular group that meets in the area every Sunday.
Yeah.
Her father said, "I'm in shock and I'm kind of numbed by all this because it was just outside of the blue." Or just out of the blue, excuse me. Erica was doing something yesterday that she really loved. Investigators said the group entered the water as usual, but around noon, a witness on the shoreline reported seeing a large splash.
You go inside the cage.
Mm-hmm.
Cage goes in the water. You go in the water. Shark's in the water. Our shark.
Yeah.
Police say the sight prompted the other swimmers to head back to shore out of concern it may have been a shark attack. Everyone in the group returned safely except for the woman. 2 witnesses said the swimmer may have encountered a shark while swimming offshore.
Yeah, she's a triathlete, by the way. She's in half Ironmans and numerous other things, and so she's swims for sport and all that. But according to the Coast Guard, the first report was a driver of a car stopped at a stop sign
and saw it out of their car,
breach the water with a human in its mouth, and then they called the Coast Guard.
It's a shark! A shark! It's a big ass shark!
Mm-hmm.
The best way to prevent shark attacks is to not go in the ocean. FYI. The best way. Didn't work out for her, apparently.
Breach the water with a
a movie scene. Yeah. Human in there. Like Deep Blue Sea when you got Samuel Jackson. A shark. Shark ate me. Bad first date. You ever go on one? Plenty of them, probably, right?
Probably, yeah.
You have a one that comes to mind?
I'm guessing it's not as bad as whatever you're going to tell me.
Do you have one that comes to mind? Do you have a really bad first date?
Not bad. Not like dangerous or scary or...
A man was arrested after he allegedly showed up at a woman's house armed with a gun following a bad dinner date. This is again in # Florida. 41-year-old Derek Hurwich taken into custody on Wednesday of last week after he arrived at the woman's home unannounced and began acting erratically.
So they had a bad dinner date, and then he showed up at her house.
The report states that the incident began when Hurwich and the woman went out for dinner, where she clarified that the two were strictly friends, which apparently caused him to become very upset.
Yeah, this isn't going anywhere, dude.
Can't be friends anymore either. Not going to get that, let alone any sort of other stuff. The woman later called police after Hurwich arrived at her residence unannounced and began acting erratically. She told law enforcement that Hurwich, at some point during the incident, removed a black firearm from his person. However, he did not point the firearm at anyone or make any verbal threats. The woman said that Hurwich then drove his Cadillac into her vehicle before fleeing the scene. That's how you woo a woman. That's how you get them, Gene. You come to their house unannounced with a gun.
Act crazy and then smash
your car. And then
her car.
you hit their car with your car, and then you drive off. And that's how they fall in love with you.
And they can't wait for that second date.
They teach you that in school now. That's some first grade stuff.
And I want to be more than friends with that person.
While speaking with law enforcement, the woman received a phone call from Hurwich. Of course. Reminds me of the time I had to go to the police. Officer got on the phone to ask some questions. He became verbally hostile to the officer.
To the cop?
Using profane and derogatory language. He later told police he was willing to speak with them at his home. Officers arrived at his house. He reportedly answered the door before quickly attempting to close it again, allegedly hurled vulgar insults at the officers.
See, now that woman's got to move and change her identity. That guy's never going to leave her alone.
No,
he's crazy.
This is a for-life problem.
Yes.
You can put all the probation things on him, all the different stuff and all that, and now
he knows her name, her stuff, her where she lives, her phone, her car. Like
you can have all the, or she's got a gun up, and hope for the best when he comes around next time. FAFO. Yeah. He was arrested, by the way, ultimately charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting without violence, and taken to the county jail, held on a bail, and going to be a real thorn in that lady's side for the rest of her life.
Oh, man. One date.
I don't know if it was one date. It sounds like maybe he had...
A dinner date?
Well, went out for the dinner where she reiterated that...
We're just friends.
We're just friends. So maybe he had been trying for a while. Last but not least, bad news with the happy music. A school in upstate New York is pissing off some people because they've got a box.
I saw the box.
A timeout box. And parents are obviously not happy about this whole thing.
Correct.
Investigation now underway. This is one of those things is how did it get to this point? I always wonder that. Is there not? How did it get to the point where this thing is actually built and installed in a classroom?
And being used.
Bandying about the idea of what can we do with these kids when they're bad, right? Having conversations and tossing that idea out might be crazy, right? But that's where that gets shut down, is in that stage. That stage where we're in a meeting, if you will. What can we do about these crazy kids? It's like the kid with the weights. Remember the kid with the weights?
Yes.
And they put the weights on him at the daycare?
Slow him down.
To slow him down because he was too fast. You have conversations like the kids are so bad, I can't focus. I got to get this one kid, or what do we do? Because we can't keep sending them to the principal's office. What do we do? I don't know, this, that, the other. Let's build a box, a timeout box, and we'll lock them in there, and we'll deprive them of all light and sound and everything else in the classroom where they can probably hear the kids learning and actively participating. Yeah. And it got to a point where someone
built the box,
built it and put it in there. No one said this is a bad idea. Parents in upstate New York are outraged.
Yes.
Rightfully so. An investigation now underway after school staff were accused of using wooden boxes, not just one, multiple, for special needs students as punishment. We're not even just talking about regular kids.
It's unbelievable.
We're talking about the kids who need special care.
I saw some of the parents talking about this.
I'm burning that place to the ground. The boxes are lined with padded mats, allegedly used as a behavioral calming measure at Regis Mohawk School, a primary school in upstate New York. One of the parents said, I'm going to call them what they are, child-sized holes. The woman, a former Salmon River School District board member, said she posted photos of the wooden box on social media after receiving the images from someone who worked inside the school. And again, if all the parents got together and the school told them and they voted and everyone agreed and it doesn't sound like that's what happened. It sounds like the school, without the parents' approval,
right,
installed these things and started throwing special needs kids in there.
Or the school board or any...
The school's board of directors closing the campus last week after launching the investigation. The superintendent of the schools placed on at-home duties.
Yes.
Other staff have also been placed on administrative leave pending further notice.
Yeah, hammered away at the box dry in bed while she was laying down.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like, everybody in charge was like,
I've never worked with special needs kids, but I know people who have, and it's not a very easy job. But you cannot build a box and throw kids in there. And, like, it's got black lining on the inside so they can't see. There's no light.
It's blacked out.
Again, like the parents said, throwing them in a hole. That's what you're doing.
Some suggest she got a defective box.
No,
allegations, of course, making national headlines now, garnering the attention of the governor there, who called the incident alarming and entirely unacceptable.
Yeah, There's the education department and rules and regulate. You can't just...
Again, I don't know how this gets past the... This would be something that I would say at a meeting. What are we going to do with these kids? I don't know. Can we build something?
Padded box?
Can we build a
dark padded box?
Can we put them in a different room? Is there somewhere else they can go?
Let's do that.
Right? Someone along the way has to say, that is not going to happen. We cannot do that.
We should build boxes in the rooms.
It didn't even it went way past that, and someone built the box, and now it's in the classroom.
And they've been using it.
Stay on the box.
Yeah.
They've been using it.
Yes. Without telling the parents, it sounds like. You don't get investigations unless the parents are outraged. Yeah.
Oh.
So they got that going for them.
Yeah, it's a timeout box. Huh.
Oofta. That's not good. Bad news with happy music. On Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene, we'll get to our daily check-ins after some Bob Rivers.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com. Call.
Hello.
Email.
I tried emailing you.
Text. So many ways to check in with us.
Check.
We rely on you guys for traffic updates, requests, and all sorts of other stuff.
Check this out.
Rockmornings.com is the website where you can find all of our contact info. You can download the apps, get in touch with us that way with voicemails, pictures, videos. Got an email earlier from Bruce. Said, the sound I detest is when I'm having an in-person voice conversation with my wife or family and they get a text or phone call and they answer it. That can be quite rude. Damien said, I didn't know this until last year when I went to the Packer-Viking game at U.S. Bank. But that damn horn is number one for the most annoying sound.
Vikings
with the skull chant a close second. Yeah. Obviously, there's a little rivalry there.
Noises that you hate. Apparently, Grant Bilse hates people eating near him.
Jeff, hashtag not Jeff, said the first 5 chords of any Guns N' Roses song preceded by the rest of the song.
Wow. Doesn't like him, huh?
James texted in, said, send those teachers and school officials straight to Mars with their boxes.
I don't understand.
Look, I was a bad kid. But you can't put a kid in a box at a school without... You just can't. I mean, like, I'm sorry. And I get it, right? Like, people have I don't like kids. I'll tell you right off the top, man. I can't stand them. They're annoying.
Classroom boxes, though.
But you cannot install a box, special needs or otherwise. You can't put anybody in there. No. That's just, you can't do it. Got a text from John. Merry Christmas, you guys. Can we hear some 3 Days Grace? I'll try to get to that. Brian said, a box, that's an effing crate. WTF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a crate box thing.
Ryan texted in, said there's a guy at work who, if he comes in the break room with fried chicken, I leave because he chews with his mouth open and somehow the chicken will wind up 1 to 3 feet away from where he's eating. So he's kind of like the Gremlins when they get the chicken, the plate of fried chicken, and they're going all crazy.
Well, first of all, your coworker brings in fried chicken for lunch?
Look, I'm not. If someone's got a serious eating problem like this person apparently has at Ryan's work, I get it. But Grant's talking about being around his family, having a nice family dinner, and he's got to turn music on. I mean, what? change your silk underpants there, big boy. I mean, come on, man.
He really doesn't want to eat his burrito in public.
Yeah, I'm going to take my Chipotle home and set it all up nice and quiet in the dark. I can't have. So you can't go to a restaurant, is what you're telling me.
Sodas.
God forbid. Someone goes and gets a soda.
I'm trying to eat this burrito.
Chad said, thing that pisses me off the most is when one super annoying coworker starts talking. That's all it takes. Yeah. That's why I leave so quick, because I don't want to deal with those people. Maria also texted in about the meetings, having lunch after their meetings. She said the only good thing is after meetings at my workplace, they give you lunch. I said, we don't even get snacks. We don't get a lunch, no snacks, no nothing. He said, now I don't think it's too bad that I have meetings then. Thanks, Maria. I appreciate it.
They get lunch.
Brandon said the sound of his mother-in-law breathing is apparently what angers him.
Maybe not so much family time for you, huh?
Marnie, well, maybe just not with the mother-in-law. There's probably something there. You know what I mean?
Happy holidays.
Marnie said 100% when my son talks to me in a whiny baby voice. This must be like I want my
thing. Whatever, insert.
Cell phone, gadget, whatever it is. I need money for the mall. Tom said his alarm clock makes him angry. Somebody texted in, go pack, go. Rob said instantly angry when a coworker starts talking in her high-pitched, squeaky baby voice. That's an answer the phone thing, right?
It must be. Unless you'd walk up to somebody and all of a sudden be like, oh my gosh, like that.
Yeah, that would be annoying. Eric, again, the sound of large groups of children playing like a playground. I hate that sound. Screams and shouting of a playground are awful. Could never live within earshot of one.
Gosh.
Yeah. Aaron said, my phone ringing on my day off, my work phone ringing. Tom said, the sound of a vending machine spitting out your bills the instant you put it in.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Because you're you're hankering for that bag of Gardettos, and you got that $1 bill, and you know it's kind of janky, and you're like, I'm going to try.
There is no fold at the end. Yeah. It should go in, but it keeps spitting it back out and out and out and out.
Thank you very much for all of the correspondence. Very good to hear from you all. We had a lot of other texts and emails. Didn't have a chance to read them all, but thank you very much. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. I will talk to you tomorrow.